All right, so here's a color wheel. So we talked about analogous colors. We picked two colors that were next to each other on the color wheel, so you should have out two colors. If you were not done with your sphere, then you should have the same colors as yesterday. If you are, then you could pick new ones. Okay, so I have blue and purple. And we're going to work on this cube here. Remember our coloring scale. We're not using bad or okay. We're going to go to the spicy one. Yeah, you can write spicy. And we're going to use the lighter of the two colors to start with. All right, so on this cube, would you like to come up and teach the class? I could let you. Yeah. All right, so our light is coming from our little corner sun, the only one you're ever allowed to draw. And it's hitting our cube. So if our light is hitting here, all right, we'll say it's hitting this side. This is going to be the lightest side. Then this one is going to be in the middle, and this one's going to be what? The darkest. So when we color this in, this one we're going to color the lightest, then medium, then the darkest. Does that make sense? All right, so when we're coloring this one, because we're going to follow the form, we could actually use the okay one. You could use the okay one, but you need to make sure that you're coloring either straight up and down or side to side. All right, you couldn't do diagonal because that's not a diagonal line. Does that make sense? On the side here, you would color following that. Okay. So I'm still gonna use the yay, the best one, and this one I'm gonna make the lightest, and I'm just gonna start on that one and fill that one in. I'm just barely pressing, very little pressure. All right, so you can hardly see this one. Then the next one, I'm using a little bit more pressure. Yeah, it's okay. It's a small space. And the last one is the darkest. Yeah, I know. Okay, once you have a base with your first color, you could use your other color to then go in and make things look darker. If you choose to do the okay one, you just need to make sure that you're doing it neatly. All right, the last thing that you'll do is this needs a shadow. All right, and the shadow is just the same. It's the outline of this form. It's just stretched out or exaggerated depending on where the light is. So if the light's hitting here, your shadow is going to be going this way. Okay. And it's probably going to go off of the paper. And your shadow is going to be the darkest thing that you color. No. It's a common misconception that you have to use black for your shadows. You don't. Your shadow also is darkest the closest it is to the object, and it gets lighter as it goes away from it. All right, so once you have your two forms, they're fully shaded in with your two colors, and it looks smooth. It doesn't look like there's like a line and that's dark, and then another line and it's lighter, and then another line and it's lighter. You want it to go gradually change, just like a value scale. So like if I was doing it with my pencil, you remember value scales? We made them when we practiced using these tools the first time. As you go, you use less and less pressure and it gets lighter and lighter, but it's not like lines where the color is changing, it's gradual. No, I'm just showing you. Okay, that's what you want it to look like when you shade objects or color with colored pencil. Okay. Once you have all of this, you can get out your metal and keep working. Yes.